With thanks to SportChamps, Australia's home to tournament betting, where a small outlay is a big payday. I'm Smatho. Tim is back here for another sneak preview for Saturday racing here on SportChamps. Now, before we say hello to you, Tim, it's a big happy birthday to SportChamps, their 5th birthday. Congratulations to the site. I was actually one of the original punters on the site back in the old days, so it's nice to see that this time has flown by to know that I've been on the site for nearly 5 years. So,
and you would have been there for every week since too.
Look, I'm not an absolute grinder every daily, but I've always enjoyed the banter and the small outlays. And yes, there has been some significant paydays throughout the journey. So, thank you to them as always on the website, the app, and all that. But for you, Tim, we're back at Ascot this week for the carnival over in the Western Australia.
Yeah, that's right. Week 2 of the Masters Carnival over here in WA, Smatho. Winterbottom Stakes weekend, of course, our premier sprint race. And Carnival concludes next week with the Kingston Town Classic. So what tournaments have we got on SportChamps for Winterbottom Stakes Day?
Yeah, so if you click the Saturday racing tab on sportchamps.com.au, there is a juicy little $10,000 comp there for all the comps, all the races on Thursday. I just had a look at before there, Tim. There's a remarkable 14 race meetings on Saturday that you can get stuck into. If I expand them all there. So Caulfield, Rosehill, Ascot is your wheelhouse, we know, all the way down to Kempsey in Carnival, wherever that is, and Kilcoy and stuff like that. So I'm sure you'll have all your selections there on Racing Bet, won't you, mate?
Yeah, maybe not for Kempsey and Carnival, but we'll definitely have the premier race meetings covered. Caulfield, Rosehill and Ascot will have you covered on racingbet.com.au. But hopefully we can tip the punters into a couple of winners at Ascot on this little preview.
Excellent. All right, well, let's get into Saturday racing. Let's go to the Ascot card. Where do we start here in Perth on Saturday, mate?
We're going to kick off in race number 4, Smatho. This is a 1,400-metre race, a Westmead Platinum final. It's worth $100,000. And we're going to back 2 horses here, which are the top 2 there. Number 1, Holy Enchantment. You can see $8.50. And number 2, No White Flag, $2.45. I think we're going to have the majority on No White Flag, probably 800 or so of our 1,000. Are we playing 1,000 for every race?
Yeah, 1,000 for the full card. Yep. That's right.
So we'll go something like 800 on No White Flag and 200 on Holy Enchantment. Now, No White Flag, this is one of the easiest wins you'll ever see first up in a heat for this final over 1,200 metres. Jumped straight to the front and never, ever, ever looked like being caught and never got let off the bridle. Last start, it all went wrong. It missed the start and was held up between runners and just failed to finish off. These horses by Machino kind of, a lot of people will remember Fabergino, and that's the sister to this horse, and she basically got out the front and just ran them into the ground, and this horse does the same. So Sean McGrady back on today. He's back from suspension. Inside draw, I think this horse will jump straight to the front, and if he does, I think he's going to be awfully hard to beat. And Holy Enchantment, he ran well first up, which was 2 weeks ago. He's got a very good second up record, 3 starts. He's never finished out of the top 2. So I think at $8.50, he'll run us a good race as well.
Excellent. All right. So that is race 4. Now, the feature event is the Winterbottom, which is race 8. Who are you keen on this one?
Yeah, well, there would have been one man and one man only. Well, a couple of people, but one man in particular would have been smiling after the barrier draw, and that man's Dan Morton, who saddles up the 2 favourites, Elite Street and Will Chino. Probably couldn't have asked for 2 better draws for his horses. Barrier 10 for Elite Street is just about perfect. Doesn't really matter where he draws, to be honest. And Will Chino comes up with Barrier 1, which is just the ideal draw for her. So he would have walked away feeling pretty confident about his chances in the Winterbottom. But I'm going to plonk the lot on Elite Street here. This was last year's winner of the Winterbottom. Of course, he went to Melbourne and he failed in a few starts over there. But this preparation, boy, is he back to his best. 3 wins from 3 starts. He was dominant in the Colonel Reeves, carrying top weight last start from Barrier 14. He actually drops in weight for this because it's a weight for age race. So he drops from 59.5 to 58.5 and meets basically all of his competition out of that race better at the weights, which is quite amazing. As I said, Barrier 10 is going to be perfect for him. If he can lob into a 3-wide running line for Brad Rawiller, I think he's the winner of this race again. He's just, I think he's just a better horse than them. So we'll lock in $2.50 there about Elite Street, Smatho, in the Winterbottom.
Excellent. I like it. And then obviously late in the card, you have to know your last one to get on the top of the board here. So race 9, what have you got for me here?
Yeah, race 9. We're going to be backing number 2 here, Apple Schnaps. Now, this horse is a winner of 5 of his last 7 starts. But it's interesting to note that before his last start win, he actually changed stables. The Ganjimis bought him, and boy, did he improve on stable debut for them. He went straight to the front and absolutely destroyed his rivals, winning by 4.5 lengths. Now, this is a harder race, no doubt about it. He steps up from a West Speed Platinum race to a 72 plus race. So it's a significant rising grade. But gee, if this horse improves again on what he did last start, and this is kind of what this stable is renowned for over here, is picking up tried horses and getting them to improve. And I think he goes forward from barrier 11 again for Jared Noski, and I think he's going to be awfully hard to beat again. So he should be getting $5 there on SportChamps. I think that's a good way to round out the card on Winterbottom Stakes Day at Ascot.
Excellent, Tim. Now, as always, you can find Tim's preview and every preview for all major tracks around Australia at racingbet.com.au, and also get onto sportschamps.com.au for all of your tournament betting needs. Tim, thank you very much again.
Yeah, no worries, mate. It's always a pleasure.
Excellent. Good luck, punters, and we'll see you on the leaderboards on Sports Champs.